Welcome in to the Portsmouth Abbey, where the Salve Regina Seahawks face the Endicott Gulls in the second game of the two-game series in the CCC rivalry matchup. Salve Regina comes into this one with a 3-1-1 record as they face the Gulls, who have a 3-2-1 current record. They are 3-2 in the CCC. Hello everyone, welcome in once again. Ryan Costa here on the call in place of the great Andrew Prezzelli, who is in Middletown, Rhode Island at St. George's for the women's game where the Gulls and Seahawks face off there. They are currently knotted up at 1 at the beginning of the third period. Meanwhile, we are here at the Abbey and ready to go as the puck is about to drop, but not before a little extracurricular activity. And we can't even get through the first puck drop with these teams going at it. Both captains are tossed, the puck is dropped, the game is underway, and the puck gets dumped into the goal zone, taken by Aruzioni in the far corner. Schmidbauer now with it. He gives it back to Aruzioni, but it is off the official. And McLean steals the puck in the slot. He takes the game's first shot. That will go wide. Picked up by the Gulls, and it will be corralled by Doherty. McLean comes in, picks the puck up in the far corner, tries to send it down to Schmidbauer, who is battling. And the puck pinned up against the boards right behind freshman goaltender Elijah Harris. And the Gulls finally gain control of the puck. And this will be James Rinkler with it now, dumping it into the Seahawks zone. And it'll be picked up by Vincenzo Renda for the Seahawks. Paul Budazov, fresh off a hat trick, gets the puck in the neutral zone but loses it. It'll be Lumen now for the Gulls as a shot goes wide of Wutala, picked up by Heidkamp. And Renda racing to the puck, but he'll lose it to Lumen. Lumen gets it in the left dot, throws it on net, but it'll be blocked away, and Budasov gains the neutral zone, and he will look to dump and change for the Seahawks. Lumen picks the puck up in his own zone. He'll give it away to Josh Bowes. And now it's Kidney with it for the Seahawks. Kidney taking his time, letting the Seahawks make the change as he will finish up the change for the Seahawks. And now it's John McLean with the breakout for the Seahawks. McLean gives it to Clapton. Clapton can't keep a hold of it in the neutral zone. This is Hill in the far corner. He'll lose it, and it'll be shoveled ahead to Horwitz. Horwitz gives it to Carballo, and Sear dumps it back to the Gulls. Carabia now battling with it as a glove goes flying. That's the glove of Ricky Carballo, and Carabia will scoop it up. Sear to Lippa. Lippa gains his own, but he will just dump, and the Seahawks will make a line change. Carangelo passes off to Patry. Patry's got a 2-on-1. He shoots, and it goes wide. Here's Herka with a drive, but it goes wide as well. Patry wins the race towards the far corner, where it will be tied up. Doherty now just trying to break it out for the Gulls. 17 minutes left to play in a high-paced game so far. Carangelo gains it in the left corner. He'll try to shovel it all the way around to Frankie Sullivan. Sullivan back to Carangelo, who's behind the net. Back to Sullivan. Now it's Herka with it. Herka with a drive, saved by Harris. And it is scooped up by Kalinowski. Taken up the ice now by Bessinger. Bessinger battling and taken down by Aruzioni, and that will draw the game's first penalty. It's a hold, and it's going to be on Aruzioni. So the Gulls with their first power play of the day. They were 3 for 9 on the power play last night. They come into this one 11 for 36 season long. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are 25 for 33 on the penalty kill. That is 75%. In the net for the Gulls, as mentioned, Elijah Harris, the freshman, making his debut. And across the ice, Blake Wutala, fresh off a 59 save win up in Beverly last night. And the most surprising thing about that is that's not the first time he's eclipsed 50 saves. This is a shot on net. He keeps it in front of him. Another shot. And there is so much traffic in front of Wutala, but it's finally dumped away by the Seahawks. They still can't clear the zone as it goes off a kidney. Now a pass right in front of the net and a rebound shot. That was by Kalinowski, and the Seahawks are just barely able to stay alive as they'll get a change. Bessinger gets stapled against the boards. Now it's Rinkler. Back to Bessinger. Bessinger holds, gets it down low to Kalinowski. Back to Bessinger, a shot and a save by Blake Wutala. But going back to Wutala, he had 59 saves last night, and that is the third time in his career where he's eclipsed 50 saves. Last year, he had 55 versus Wisconsin-Stevens Point. That was an NCAA regulation record in a NCAA tournament game. And then 54 his sophomore year versus Newman. So Blake Wutala is no stranger to having a lot of saves, as this is picked up now by Horwitz. Now a shot on net, saved by Wutala. He struggled to hold it, but he will keep the rebound to himself. That shot comes off the stick of Kusarovi and will get a face-off in the far circle. Kusarovi draws for the goals. He ties it up and wins it for him. Horwitz with it at the blue line. He dumps it down to Kusarovi. Kusarovi gets pestered by Schmidbauer, who dumps it 200 feet down to Harris. 45 seconds left on the penalty kill for the goals. This puck is tipped by Sennett, but it's taken by Lumen. Lumen tries to center it. It's picked up by Kusarovi's drive. Goes wide, and it will circle all the way around the boards to the end. 30 seconds left on the Eruzione minor. Horwitz in his own zone. He'll give it over to Slovak. Slovak takes the puck over the blue line, but it will be offsides. So not only did the Seahawks get the 6-3 win last night up in Endicott off the back of Blake Wutala, but you got to mention the hat trick by Paul Budasov. He's had himself quite a weekend. We'll see the impact he can make in today's game as the puck is taken by Dillon and he throws it down the length of the ice where there is 10 seconds left on the penalty, so the goals have one more rush in them if they hurry. Meanwhile, Gamerland sends it down the ice. Icing is waved off as Wutala corrals it by his own net. Puck ricochets off Renda's stick, and there'll be a face-off as we are back to even strength. So Budasov has 7 goals in 5 games for the Seahawks. That leads the team. He also has 8 points. Meanwhile, for the goals, Josh Bowes holds 6 goals for the team leading as a shot on Wutala cannot be held. It's picked up by the goals, and it's given over to Heidkamp. And now a one-timer is saved by Wutala. That comes off the stick of Kalinowski. So it's Corratio versus Schmidbauer in the face-off circle until Schmidbauer gets tossed. So you can scratch that and pencil in Eruzione, who loses the draw. It's picked up now by Heidkamp, who gives a slap shot off the boards. Sear gets it up to Eruzione. Now it's Schmidbauer with it, who dumps it in the goal zone. And it looks like we're going to have an icing call. So last night, that 6-3 victory in Beverly for the Seahawks puts them at 5-0 in Raymond Bourque Arena, including the 2016 Conference Championship game won on that ice. And in this series, the road team has the edge. We'll get back to that in a moment, but there's Schmidbauer now with it. He's trying to find McLean, but it is taken away by Lumen. Lumen in his own zone circles back. And now he gets it over to Gamerland. Lumen gets a hit by Sear. He'll be in the back of Blake Utala's net. And now it is Lisk with it. Lumen just dumps it so the goals can get a change, and it's Carabia behind his own net waiting to break out. Carabia will get its way to McLean. And now there's a lift by Sear so the Seahawks can get their change in. 13-13 left to play. Here's Budasov with a backhander on net. That is saved by Harris. It's on center stick. He centers to Kidney, a shot. Save. And it is picked up now by Lisk, who gets it out of the zone and gets it to the stick of Slovak, who just dumps it in. Utala to Herka now. Herka just trying to clear the zone. Lipa able to take control of it. And it'll be turned over to Frankie Sullivan. Clapton dumps it in the attacking zone where the goals will take control. Gamelgard over to Bessinger. Bessinger with a shot on net. Saved by Utala, and it is picked up by Herka. Herka with a hit. But it is picked up. And an effort towards the near post. I think the goals think they have it, and a little extra after the play. That was Bessinger driving towards the net. And what do we have here? Do we have a penalty? No, we have a face-off in the neutral zone. I think it's ruled that the goals knocked the net off the moorings. So the face-off will come all the way out into the neutral zone. It'll be Carangelo taking the face-off versus Josh Bowes for the goals. So the goal is back into place, and we are back in play as it's taken and dumped by Heidkamp. Bowes with it in the far corner. Puck is freed up for Runda, and it is dumped down. No icing. Icing is waved off. Good play there by Moore to win the puck. It's Carangelo with a shot, deflected wide. Moore picks it up behind the net. Moore gets it down to Carangelo. Carangelo back up top to Renda with a shot, and a glove save by Harris. Good puck movement by the Seahawks in the zone. They get a couple of shots on net, but no really substantial chances for either team with 11:42 remaining in the period early on here. Schmidbauer gets tossed from the draw once again. It'll be John McLean taking the face-off for the Seahawks. And man, the referee is tossing everybody left and right out of the face-off dot, as that was Karakato for the goals, who got kicked out. And now it will be on the stick of Hortwitz. Hortwitz to Doherty. He gets the puck up ice. Hortwitz battling off Aruzioni. And now the puck is on the stick of Karakato. Karakato races through the neutral zone, throws a shot, but it is gloved down by Wutala. Face-off won by Budasov. Frankie Sullivan sends it around the boards in his own end to Kidney. Kidney back to Sullivan. He gets it up to the freshman Sennett. Sennett to Budasov. A shot on net and a save by Harris. So a great pass from Sennett. It was an angled pass off the boards to get it to Budasov, who tries his luck. And Budasov will win an attacking zone faceoff here for the Seahawks, and he wins the faceoff. Claire's shot on net goes wide, and Kidney now with the puck. Sennett fans on the pass, and it'll be scooped up by Bessinger. Bessinger gets it over to Winkler. Winkler in the far corner, he gets it back to Bessinger. And Sennett racing towards the puck, but he won't get to it before Hortwitz. Sullivan waiting for the line change to complete, and he will get going as he sends the puck over to Claire. Claire with a backhand pass to Lippa. Lippa trying to cross the ice to Sullivan, but somebody just jumped off sides. Clapton with the face-off win. Lippa races in, and Clapton has the puck in the neutral zone now as it's Renda with it. Hill just trying to get it down. We'll get a penalty call. It is a hook, and I think it is on the goals. So the Endicott bench does not agree, but it will be a hooking call on Endicott. So Salve Regina will break out the power play for the first time today. They are 5 for 29. That puts them at 17% on the power play. And Endicott is 28 for 33 at 84% on the penalty kill. And the power play has certainly increased since we saw them on home ice here at the Abbey last time. As Nick Sear takes the puck at the blue line. Sear loses control, and it's poked out into the neutral zone by Karakato. Sear finds the puck at his skates, gets it to Dillon, and Dillon just dumps after the puck was in between the skates of the official. Nice play by Aruzioni to keep it in the zone. He sends it over to McLean. McLean waiting, giving it to Sear. Now over to Dillon, who wrists it on net, and a save by Harris. And it is cleared out of the zone, and the goals will get a change. A minute 20 left on the power play for the Seahawks as Dillon takes control of the puck. Dillon over to Sear. Sear in the far corner. He has 3 goals on him. Gives it to Schmidbauer. Now McLean with it. Over to Dillon. Dillon fakes a shot, gives it to Sear. Sear to McLean. Aruzioni goes behind the net. Now gives it up to Dillon. To Sear with a slap shot, and he scores! Nick Sear off the one-timer, puts it in the back of the net on the power play, and the Seahawks will take the first lead of the game. And a much improved Seahawk power play gets the job done here to begin the game. So Nick Sear with his second goal of the season. It comes with 8:43, give or take, left in the first period. And we'll see how both teams respond to that big goal on the power play. And we might have a hand pass here. The face-off will be to the left of Blake Rutala, our right. Budasov wins the draw for the Seahawks. Karabia gets it to Renda. And Renda has it now in the neutral zone. He will just dump it down. And it the puck must have hit the netting because the face-off will be at center ice. Colin Clapton will take the face-off versus Tommy Bessinger for the goals. And it looks like the previous puck came down from the netting. So we'll get a little bit more of a delayed stoppage here. Face-off won by Bessinger. Herka just tries to poke it to Clapton, but it'll be intercepted and dumped in by Ryan Doherty. Herka gloves it down, and he takes it behind his own net to reset and break out for the Seahawks. Clapton on the far boards just flips it in the zone. Lippa coming towards the net. Harris just kind of puts it behind the net to avoid the danger. And this is Horwitz with it now. Cuts back and just dumps it in deep, where it'll be corralled by Frankie Sullivan. Sullivan absorbs a hit. And Heidkamp dumps it down once again for the goals. It'll be taken by Carballo. And a tie-up will get the puck loose to Frankie Sullivan, and now it's on the stick of Moore. Harris out of his own net, trying to flip it, but Carangelo will get boarded here, and that will draw another penalty. It looks like it's going to be 17 in blue. Simons for Endicott. We'll see how many minutes it will be. So it'll just be a 2-minute minor for boarding, but nonetheless, the Seahawks will look to add to their power play success. Endicott originally wins the draw, but Eruzione gets in there and gets the puck back for the Seahawks. Sear to McLean. McLean down low to Eruzione. Eruzione cross-ice pass broken up, but Dillon takes control, and he'll give it right back to Sear. Here's Dillon. Down to Eruzione. Back to Dillon. The wrist shot saved by Harris. Originally picked up by Eruzione. Given back to McLean. Eruzione slides it in. And John McLean will get the second goal of the game for the Seahawks. Seahawks 2 for 2 on the power play today. And it is John McLean with the goal that puts the Seahawks up 2-0 here with 6:39 remaining in the first period. And there was traffic on net in front of Harris. I'm not sure if it was redirected right in front of him, but McLean originally had the shot on net. And if you're the Seahawks, who cares? You're up 2 goals early on. Budasov to Renda, who flips it into the zone. Kusarovi takes it in the neutral zone for the goals. He gives it ahead to Bowes. Bowes battles in the far corner. And Sennett takes the puck 2-on-1 with Budasov. Sennett shoots off the pad and saved by Harris. And it's taken now by Bowes. Here comes Endicott the other way. Hit by Kidney. He tries to break up the puck. And I think we're going to get a high stick. No, an elbowing penalty. Who's it going to be on? It looks like Salve by the reactions. And it will be Matthew Kidney, the freshman, going for Salve Regina. So this is Endicott's opportunity to respond. Down 2 goals in the first period. They get a power play. They were 3 for 9 on the power play last night, so they hope for some similar success. Taken now by Slovak. Here's Bessinger with it, back to Slovak. They're just playing catch at the blue line. Bessinger gets it down low. Here's Slovak, the one-timer by Bessinger, redirected but goes wide. It's corralled by Bowes. Up to Slovak again. Slovak over to Bowes. Bowes with the wrist shot and a save by Wutala, and it will go back to Bessinger, who will reset for the goals. Bessinger drags, and it is ricocheted up to the top of the net, so we'll get a face-off. And it looks like the face-off will be in the attacking zone for Endicott. And that was a sneaky toe drag there by Tommy Bessinger to open up the shot. but it was just tipped up for the Seahawks. So it'll be Schmidbauer versus Bowes in the face-off circle. Bessinger over to Slovak. Slovak looks at his options. Bessinger shoots on net. Pad save by Wutala. Rebound save as well. Here's Slovak to Bessinger with another shot, and it'll go all the way around and into the Endicott zone. 1:10 left on the power play for Endicott. Slovak tries to get it up, and it'll go all the way down the ice. No icing. So Claire will take it and send it down the boards. And it's ruled that the puck just hit the netting. So we will get another face-off. And this time it will be in the neutral zone. Kusarovi taking the face-off for the goals. He wins it, but it will be on the stick of Vincenzo Renda, who sends it down the ice. 45 seconds left on the Endicott man advantage as it's Kusarovi racing through the neutral zone. He gets it in deep. Taken, he'll try to get it up top to Horwitz. No, he takes it himself. Now it's with Horwitz. Lumen in the corner. Sends it all the way down to Kusarovi. Kusarovi to Horwitz. Back to Kusarovi. Throws it on net. Nobody there to tip it, and it will go wide. I think the shot was intentionally wide there. And it's back to Kusarovi. And the Seahawks able to dump it out as there is 10 seconds left on the power play. As the cross-ice pass is whiffed on, Clapton goes down, sticks with it. The shot goes off the glass. And there will be a penalty call because Clapton got tripped. So fresh off the penalty kill, the Seahawks will take another man advantage. Let's see if they can go 3 for 3 on the day. Looks like we're going to have matching penalties as the officials are calling Carabia to the box. But for Endicott, Carballo is in the box as well. So we're going to get 4-on-4 action with 3:42 left in the period. Budasov, Sennett, Dylan, Renda, the 4 out for the Seahawks. Face-off won by Bessinger. And it's taken by Horwitz. Dylan dumps it into the Endicott zone. The puck will be picked up by Lisk. Horwitz just trying to free up some space in his own zone. It's given to Bessinger. Bessinger gets it to Bowes. Bowes to Bessinger, broken up by Dylan. Bessinger still has it behind Blake Utala. Now it's given up. A shot, and it goes wide. And it'll be held by Utala. That was Horwitz trying for a little redirection. But Blake Utala is on top of that with 1:19 left on the 4-on-4. Face-off won by Schmidbauer. Herka behind his own net. Frankie Sullivan in the neutral zone is going to carry it all the way in until he's taken down. Both him and Kalinowski go down. Hill tries a cross-ice pass. That's picked off by Simons. Simons has a 2-on-1. He's going to shoot off the post and very close to making this a 1-goal game. Everybody in the arena heard that one. As it's Bessinger now. He loses an edge, tries to stick with it, but it's taken away by Renda. Clapton looking for his options, sends it on net. It'll go wide. And Bowes takes it in front of the Endicott bench, but Renda will win it back for the Seahawks. Eruzione trying to make something happen. It's taken back by Bowes. Eruzione wins the puck. He finds Dillon. A one-time shot by Renda, saved by Harris, and he'll pounce on the rebound with 13 seconds left on the 4-on-4 action. A minute 55 remaining in the period, and Endicott was just about an inch away from making this a one-goal game. Budasov wins the faceoff for Salve. Here's Sear trying to take control of the puck. He'll flip it to Kidney, who's behind the net. Kidney makes a man miss, but it's given up to Bessinger, and now Bowes is heading up the ice as we are back to even strength. Budasov takes the puck. Shot on net, blocked down, and a save by Harris. It's taken by Bowes now. The Endicott captain will dump it, and it's Claire on the puck. Claire trying to flip it off the glass is blocked down by the official. A shot on Mutala, save, and is picked back up by Tropea. Given down to Bowes. Bowes trying to center, it's broken up. Tropea with the shot, and it's wide. Simons trying to pick out options. He'll dangle into the slot, and he's going all the way around the zone until he finally gives it to Lisk. Lisk tries a wrist shot, that's blocked by Kidney. Lisk gets the puck again. He'll try to throw it on net once more. It's tipped but wide. Saved by Wutala off the pad. And it'll be picked up now by Slovak. "27 seconds left in the period. And it'll be an icing call now with 22 remaining in the first frame. And the Seahawks have to be happy with this result so far. Face-off win by Endicott. It's taken by Carballo. Tries to center, Wutala sends it wide, and it's picked up by McLean. McLean gains the zone. He'll just send it on to Harris. Harris shovels it into the corner in the final seconds. And that will do it for the first period. So last night, Endicott outshot the Seahawks 62-41. And to start out this game, the Seahawks have a 12-9 advantage in the shot column. But more importantly, they are 2 for 2 on the power play. And they have 2 goals on the board to begin the first period. Two to nothing, Salve Regina here at the Abbey. We'll be back with the start of the second period momentarily.
Welcome back to the Abbey. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ryan Costa bringing you the call, getting ready for the start of the second period. And Ryan, how about you run us down what happened here in that first period? You were here to witness it while I was in transit from the Endicott Salve women's game, a 1-1 tie. Tell us what happened in the first period here between the Seahawks and the Gulls.
Well, glad to get our broadcast team back together at full strength. And speaking of full strength, it was like that for the first 10 minutes or so until it was broken open by Nick Sear, who got the power play goal to start things off for the Seahawks. And then just a few minutes later, John McLean answered with another power play goal for the Seahawks. They currently have a 2-0 lead. And I tell you what, Andrew, that power play, the difference from last Friday night versus Curry to today is unbelievable. They really turned it around, and that power play has been putting up great numbers ever since.
2-0, and I'd say one of the storylines first here is Elijah Harris getting his first ever start. What did you see from him as he opposes, obviously, an All-American senior netminder in Blake Wotala?
Well, you know what? He's made a lot of great saves. There's been hard shots on net that he's been having some trouble holding, but he's always on top of the rebound. So he's definitely showing some promise as a freshman. But what a spot to throw him out in, huh? I mean, he's facing a nationally ranked team, a conference rival, off of a big game that the Endicott could really use a win in after the 6-3 loss last night.
Teams taking to the ice, just about ready for the start here. It will be Schmidbauer to draw against Tommy Biesinger. And it's controlled by the Gulls. Dropped off to Carter Horwitz, and away we go. Touched in the near side by Kalinowski. Renda will move it around the boards. Dillon up to Aruzioni, who falls down trying to swat it to Schmidbauer, who lays a big hit on Kalinowski, and the official as well, who's got a big smile on his face as he was in the middle of that sandwich. Schmidbauer tangling down the left side, puck behind the net now. Gulls moving right to left, wearing the road blues with green trim and white numbers. Seahawks in the home whites, green trimming, blue numbers across to the right side for a shot. A save made by Wotala. Flashing the glove and robbing Horwitz.
Yeah, that is a robbery right there, but great job by the Gulls. Just tic-tac-toe. The only thing missing was the puck in the back of the net, and you can blame Blake Wotala for that. Well, it was a great setup and an even better save.
Offensive zone draw here for the Gulls. Josh Bowes will be the one to take it. And he wins it to the wall, and now Bowes will recover it, shuffle it in behind the net to Lumen. Taken away by Nick Sear, who got the scoring started for the Seahawks. Outlets Matt Kidney over the line. Kidney around the man, right side with a shot, and he whistles it wide of the left pipe.
Well, what a deke just to gain the zone and get the shot off by Kidney. That was a great job of creating just enough separation.
Sear finds the puck and swings it in deep. Harris will leave it behind the net. Budasov pressuring from behind. Forces the pass up the near side boards. And Kidney applying some great pressure here. Cross-ice pass off the mark. And it's going to get all the way down, and this will be icing against the Gulls.
And Kidney has had a good showing here today, as you just saw that deke earlier. And something that I've observed from this freshman from all games is his physical play. He is not afraid to throw around the body.
Clapton will draw for Salve against Josh Bowes. Right wing side, he wins it. Lippa shuffles it to Sullivan. Loose puck finds Lippa, who drives it on the net, and a save made by Harris. Lippa able to keep it alive left side, flips it into the corner. Glove down by Clapton. Reverse to Lippa. Lippa around on the right wing corner now to Clapton. Back behind the net, Lippa looking for a wraparound as decked to the ice. Big hit laid there by Michael Heidkamp. And it's iced again by the Gulls.
Yeah, that was a big hit by Heidkamp. Not only just for the spectacle, but also just to break up the puck movement by the Seahawks. They were really starting to work the zone, but instead Endicott's able to just dump the puck and reset here.
Carangelo will draw against Bowes this time. Won again by the Seahawks. Up the near side boards, Patry Flips it in behind the net. Kyle Moore can't get to it. Grabbed by the Gulls. Hunter Lumen out to center, given away to Carangelo. Renda across now. Back to Carangelo, who tips it into the left wing corner. Gamelgard trying to get to it. Grabbed by Jake Simons, weaving his way through center. Simons over the line, wide right side, trying to duck the shoulder on Renda. Throws it on the cage, save made by Wotala. 17:38 to go in the second.
A little back and forth play here from both teams, and it's starting to look like what we saw to begin the first period. Not really much giving on the even strength side. All action has been coming off the special teams.
It'll be Simons on the draw against Schmidbauer, who now gets tossed. And it will be McLean who has to come in and take the draw, and he wins it to Dylan. Schmidbauer at neutral ice. Softly tosses it into the corner. Now it rolls in behind the net. Harris gives it away in the right side corner to Schmidbauer. Angled to the boards by Simons. Back out in front, and Aruzioni sends it wide. Dylan at the left point to keep it alive. Move to Renda. Renda's wrist shot in on Harris. Makes the save. Loose on the paint. Where's the puck? And I think Harris has it. A long time before we had a whistle there with Harris on all fours.
Yeah, after the Aruzioni shot, Horwitz lost his stick. So essentially the Seahawks had a mini power play, and they get a pretty dangerous opportunity as there was a mad scramble right in front of Harris, but instead the face-off will come in the far left circle.
Schmidbauer will be on the draw against Tommy Biesinger. And he wins it. Aruzioni swings to McLean, and his drive is saved by Harris. Little design play right there. Big save by Harris. Wrist shot from the blue line held by Wotala off the stick of Kalinowski.
Yeah, Harris has looked very solid today. Can't complain in his effort in his first ever college game. He's kept the puck in front of him. He's not really giving up too many rebounds that he can't keep control of. And the only knock on him is that he gave up the 2 power play goals, but there's not much you can do there.
Budasov will draw for Salve. Puck hop behind the net and grabbed by Biesinger, trying to center it out in front. It gets all the way back down the ice, and Harris will touch it and leave it behind the cage for Bump Lisk. Horwitz looking for an angle, and it gets past Sennett at center. Sear gloves down a centering pass at the right circle, finds Sennett. He chips it off the glass out to center. And then it's sent back in once again by the Gulls. 16:26 and counting to go here in the second period. 2-0 Seahawks with the lead. Kidney has it run off his stick. Budasov able to get a piece of it as it hops to the near side boards. Grabbed by Kidney now, over the line right side. Kidney into the slot with a wrist shot, save made by Harris. And then Budasov runs into Harris as he was crashing the net. Yeah, and I think they're going to get Budasov here.
Yeah, it's going to draw the penalty. Budasov just took his momentum in front of Harris. I think he was trying to screen the freshman goaltender off of the Kidney shot, but he ends up just traveling a little bit too far into the blue paint, and he'll head to the penalty box. 2 minutes for goaltender interference.
Chance here for the Gulls. Now coming into tonight on the power play, 11 of 36. 2 minutes up on the boards. Interference minor, and it finds Kevin Clare. He sends it all the way down in on Harris. Jake Simons out from behind Harris, nearly turned it over. Simons gets it back, cross ice pass off the mark of Bose, but Bose will gather it now with speed over the line left side. Hands off for Arister, that goes wide. Bessinger had that chance.
Yeah, Endicott's really showing their speed on this power play, but Salve is doing a good job of just keeping the puck in front of them and playing some dump and chase.
Bessinger runs under it at center ice, and then a big collision. Bessinger running into 2 Seahawks out at center. Schmidbauer chugging back on the forecheck. Applying some pressure now will angle back out to center defensively. Here comes Bose. Weaving his way over the line right side, trying to duck the shoulder on Dylan, and Dylan pokes it away from behind. Puck out to the blue line, but a whistle here as Bose went careening into the goal.
Yeah, Bose was just coming in with speed. He gets the puck jabbed away from him and almost crashes into Blake Wutala. Wutala does a little hurdle to avoid getting hurt. But meanwhile, there is still 1 minute and 3 seconds on the Budasov penalty that the Seahawks need to focus on killing off. And they've had success doing so today, because this is the 4th Endicott power play of the day.
Left side puck picked off by the Seahawks. Muscled back out to center by Kidney. Grabbed by Daniel Kusarovi. Seahawks with possession in deep, and they're able to golf it down the ice. 38 seconds to go on the power play for the Gulls. Harris will leave it behind the cage. Carter Horwitz chased by Kidney up the right side, and there will be no icing here. Slovak for the Gulls left side. Luma now along the boards, back behind the net, trying to center it out in front. Right side, a shot from Horwitz directs wide. Back out in front once again, rolling in on Wotala. Big crowd in front, and it's able to be nudged to the wall. Kept alive by Slovak. Point pass. Kusarovi able to keep it alive, but it comes to the Seahawks, and it's sent back down into the goal zone, and we're back to even strength. Budasov out of the box.
Yeah, the Gulls had a lot of great centering passes on the power play, but they couldn't get the puck on net in most of those instances, and that's going to hurt them as they go 0 for 4 on the power play thus far this afternoon.
Bump Lisk, pressured from behind by Lippa. Puck left behind Harris. Carabia at center, chips it forward. Lippa will swing it in. Harris will once again touch it and leave it behind the net. Chasing now Clapton, pinching in right side. Angled to the boards, able to play it in deep. Lippa there for Salve Regina, tied up with Lisk. Gulls look to chip it out to center. Carabia standing tall at the red line now. It's gathered with speed by Rogers. And he will carry into the right wing corner, working against Sear in behind the net. Sear pinned to the glass. 4-man scrum in the corner for the puck. Everyone gets tied up. We have a delayed penalty. And this is a call, seems to be coming against the Seahawks again.
Looks like a cross check. So Carabia looks like he's going to the box for the cross check, and he will be joined by Luke Rogers of the Gulls.
And Clapton's in as well, so I think you're getting coincidental minors and then the penalty against either Carabia or Clapton. We'll have to see which way they call it.
Yeah, and the official is saying it's going to be 5-on-4. So Endicott with a man advantage once again. There's a little confusion on the penalty times, but meanwhile, Endicott has to focus up. With 13:08 left in the period, they have a big power play.
It's going to be Carabia and Rogers serving coincidental minors, and then Clapton's the one causing this power play here. Left side, Bose at the circle with a shot and a shoulder save made by Wotala. Herker finds the rebound, sends it around the boards, but not out. Kept alive by Biesinger. Right side, pinching in along the boards. Back up to the point for a shot that goes wide from the stick of Simons. Biesinger, straight away up top. Simons waiting, back to Biesinger. Dancing right side, challenged by Sullivan. Up top to Simons. Left side, Bose waiting across. Biesinger's drive blocked by Sullivan. And then he chipped it with the backhand.
That's a big eat by Sullivan. The Seahawks penalty kill does a great job of keeping their passive box, letting Endicott just pass it all around the blue line.
And now here comes Kidney, shorthanded, right side with a shot, and it goes wide. Or is that in the glove? It's in the glove of Harris. My goodness, that was a laser.
Absolutely, and for a minute I didn't know if Harris even knew where the puck went.
Seahawks do have 2 shorthanded goals this season. Up top, Dillon wrists it right off the draw. Behind the net, Kidney. Seahawks working in the offensive zone shorthanded here. With 58 seconds left before we're back to even strength. Budasov had it knifed away from him. Taken now by Hunter Lumen down the line right side. Leaves it off for Kusarovi, whose one-timer is directed up and out of play.
48 seconds left on the Endicott power play, and they have yet to get a solid shot, or at least a dangerous shot, on Wutala. As the Seahawks penalty killers, you cannot give them enough credit so far this afternoon. They've done a great job out there, just getting in front of shots, cutting off passing lanes, and you can't ask for much more.
Seahawks lucky there. They had 5 men out there. Renda able to get to the bench so as not to get too many men on the ice penalty. McLean can't get to it. Left side. Up to Kusarovi now at the left circle. Straight away up top. Horowitz with a wrist shot and a save made by Wotala. And he corrals the rebound.
Yeah, Carballo was right there for the rebound for Endicott, but Wotala, he pounced on it the second he saw the puck hit the ice.
Offensive zone draw for the Gulls. Will be taken right side with 30 seconds to play. 30 seconds to go on the power play. And it's won and controlled by the Seahawks. Sear with the backhand chips it up but not out. Lipinow along the boards. Sear once again looking for space. Tangled along the boards, turns it over. Biesinger, right side, toe drag, shot blocked. Collects the rebound, and his shot is directed up and out of play by McLean.
Yeah, Biesinger has a great toe drag. He tried that earlier. He also hit the iron earlier, so Endicott was very close to making this a one-goal game. So that's something the Seahawks definitely have to watch out, as Biesinger has taken many shots today, and he is very dangerous.
11:25 to play in the second period. 15 seconds left on the power play for the Gulls. And Harka sends it the length. See if the Gulls can get one last rush. They'd have to hurry. Down to 5 seconds on the power play, and they're just going to reset. So Clapton out of the box. Rogers and Carabia will have to wait until the next whistle to be able to get out of the penalty box. But back to 5-on-5. Sennett knocks away at the blue line, trying to play it in deep. Sennett again swats at the puck. It finds Budasov. Pinballs around towards Kidney. Now taken by the Gulls. Centered in towards Biesinger, and the Gulls are offside. Chipped into the zone. Harris will leave it behind the net. Horowitz chased by Sennett. Scales it off the glass. Out to center. And swung on a backhand by Lloyd Hayes. Carangelo dancing his way left side, trying to get around a man, chasing it into the corner. Throws a shoulder there. Gulls will recover the puck, though, and skate it out. Flipped end over end, glove down, knife down by Renda. Up to Patry, and he absorbs a big hit right in front of the Seahawks bench.
It's going to draw a penalty.
And we'll see. This is drawing a lot of action after the fact, too, pushing and shoving.
That was just a solid hit, so I'm interested to see what the call is here. It seemed pretty clean to me. I believe it's going to be Gammergard going for the goals.
We'll see what they rule here, whether it's 2 or 5. That's a big call for the officials to make. As you said, it looked like a clean hit. It's just a big hit.
Yeah, from what I saw, he didn't leave his feet. I guess it's going to be a charging penalty.
And it looks like it'll be 2 minutes.
It was definitely an attention-grabbing hit on Carangelo, and Carangelo just did not see it coming.
Well, the only thing that makes that hit dangerous is maybe the location. You know, Patry getting hit right in front of the bench with the short wall there, and the Gulls get it clear.
But meanwhile, the Seahawk power play goes back to work, and they could really cash in once again.
9:45 to go in the second, 1:44 to go on the power play. Here comes Sear, and the Seahawks are offsides.
So this is definitely a different story from last night. Endicott almost outshot Salve by 20 shots. And here, basically halfway through the game, 9:43 remaining, we are evened up at 16 on shots on goal.
Renda swings it across. Hill over the line. They'll put on the brakes, send it in behind the net. Budasov tied up for a moment. Puck loose in the left wing corner, grabbed by Hill. He'll chip it back down the boards, but gives it away. The Gulls will skate it out. Heidkamp will send it down in behind Wotala. Bose, a lone forechecker, There to rip it away. Short-handed, up top to the point. Swung on the goal and wide by Caricato. 1:10 to go on the power play. Renda walks it out from behind Wotala. Paul Budasov, who had a hat trick last night, second career hat trick, finds Brent Hill. Over the line, he walks it wide right side. Put on side, straight away up top. Hill on the goal, and it can't be punched wide by Budasov.
Yeah, Budasov was sitting on the doorstep. Wasn't really a big tip-in effort on the first shot, but the second rebound was critical. He had it on the backhand, but the puck just skated wide. Seahawks reorganizing in their own zone. 26 seconds remaining on the power play. Here's a Ruzioni looking for McLean, but it is going to be offsides. And the pass was picked off by Winkler, and he's just pleading with the official, saying, hey, I got the puck. How is that offsides?
Well, we apologize, folks, for some technical difficulty with our camera. We're going to have to give you an old-school broadcast right here, radio style. Seahawks get the puck at center across to McLean over the blue line, right side in the attacking end. His shot is flipped high, end over end, in on Harris. Kept alive by McLean right side. And he'll spin behind the net. Dillon, right wing side, walks it down the boards. Played behind the cage now. Seahawks trying to keep it alive in deep in the right wing corner. Dillon along the boards right side. Sends it up to McLean, whose drive scales wide. Dillon keeps it alive behind the net. Out to the left wing corner. Chips it to Sear. Sear knifes it down, flicks it towards the corner. Spinning as Ruzioni, finds McLean, looking to muscle his way on the net. It's grabbed by the Gulls, and they'll have a chance to clear it as it's skated out by Trapea, and then he takes a big hit while that goes all the way down the ice.
Yeah, Sear stepped up big time in the neutral zone for the Seahawks.
McLean onside, trying to fight his way towards the net with a one hand. He muscles it in on Harris, and we're back to even strength. Straight away up top, Sullivan keeps it alive. Shot on net, deflects high, and up and out of play. 7:16 to go in the second. 2-0 Seahawks with the lead.
Ruzioni is doing some work in the near corner. He sauced it to loses the draw. Here is Carballo and Frankie Sullivan now for the Seahawks. Carangelo wins the puck at the blue line. Carangelo shoots, and it just goes above the net. Whistle down. We're going to get a hooking call. And the Seahawks will be a man down once again. And I think Patry is just trying to draw a matching penalty, but Gamelgard is not going to bite for the goals.
And it's Patry going to the box. The official said 17, but it's 12. 7:03 to go in the second period, and now another power play for the Gulls. Bose will take the draw against Budasov. At the left point, kept alive by Simons. Simons nearly lost it in the skates. Right side, Biesinger quickly back to Bose, left side with a wrist shot and a save made by Wotala.
The goals. Now it's taken at the blue line. Bose passes it off. Biesinger with a one-timer, and it is loose in the crease. Finally taken away by the Seahawks. Here's Budasov trying to go on the breakaway. Budasov is taken down from behind. The arm of the official is up, and there'll be a hooking call. And both teams, if you're the official, you cannot win. One team saying yes, the other is saying no. And it just depends on what we're going to get here. Well, there's 1:15 remaining on the Patry penalty. And And there's talks about an embellishment call on Budasov, but it's going to be Biesinger going to the box for Endicott. And Zach Klon pleading his case to the official to prevent a Budasov penalty.
And so Budasov will join Patry in the box.
2 for embellishment, 2 for hooking, and all these penalties come in the second period. You can tell the officials are really trying to tighten up this game.
Well, you know, the history between these two teams, it's not a long history as far as years, but the games that have been played have had a lot of stakes on the line, and these two teams play each other tough. And Endicott, obviously, having never beaten the Seahawks in their own building, losing a championship in their building, losing last night 6-3, and wanting to come in here and maybe spoil the Seahawks on their home ice, trailing 2-0. You'd expect the chippiness and the intensity to pick up, and I think the officials, mindful of that, want to try and not let things get out of hand. Puck played in behind Wotala. Left side, Kusarovi, top of the circle. Snaps it towards the goal. Wotala makes the save, gobbles up the rebound. It flips over him on the blue paint and then is sent down the ice by Dillon. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the Seahawks bench hearts just skipped a beat there as the puck was flying up in the paint, but luckily Dillon's there to clear it out. And that was probably one of the closest chances the goals have had all game. There was a lot of traffic in front of Wotala.
Seahawks wanting a hand pass call here, and they do get it with 5:21 to play in the second period. 19 seconds left on the power play for Endicott.
Now I think it's just a matter of which team is going to settle down, as there's been penalties left and right for both sides, but which team can just take control of the puck and play their game. Right now it's just up and down the ice.
Jake Simons up the left side, and it's sent back down the ice by Sear. And that could do it for the power play. Patry readying to come out of the box. Quickly over the line, right side, here come the goals. Chugging in behind the net, Caricato out to the left wing side, back to 5-on-5. Puck played in deep. Spinning on the far side, Mario Trapea knocked down on the ground. Lost the puck, Clapton finds it near side, moves it out to center. And then it's sent in deep once again by Horwitz. 4:44 to go in the second period, Seahawks leading 2-0. Nick Sear, who got the scoring started, walks it forward here across to Clapton, steered over the line. Patry battling in the corner, working against Ryan Doherty. Behind the net, Kyle Moore, wedging Horwitz away from the puck. Moore trying to walk it up the boards on one knee and one arm, trying to stash it forward. Knocked behind the net, and Doherty will look to clear for the goals. Finds Horwitz, pressured from behind. Moore able to lay a hit, but here comes Bose with speed right side. Bose trying to get around Herka, and he knocks it free in behind the net. Puck deflects to Sullivan, given away to the goals at center. And sent in deep on the backhand by Kusarovi. Snap quickly back up to center, spinning is Kyle Moore. And he flips it on edge in behind the net. Both teams in the midst of some changes. Puck rolled into the right wing corner. Schmidbauer 1-on-2 there to knock it free. Herka finds McLean. He will swat it into the corner. It rolls in behind the net. Harris waiting for it there. Moves it out to the left side, taken by Lloyd Hayes. Hayes has to try again. It goes off of Eruzione, kept onside at the blue line. Swung into the corner, but grabbed by the goal. Skated out now by Heidkamp. And he'll send it around the glass, left side to Rogers. His shot is blocked. 3:11 to go in the second period. Four-man scrum in the corner. Renda there. It comes free for the goals. Winkler trying to work his way in the front. Angled off behind the net, up top to the point. Doherty pinching in. Chips it off the glass all the way in and around to the right wing corner for a bump Lisk to flip. Winkler tangling with McLean. Puck hops in front, loose in the paint, swatted towards the goal back of the net again, and we have a delayed penalty here, a high stick.
So finally, Budasov and Biesinger can clear out of the box from their matching penalties 5 minutes or so ago, earlier on in the period.
Well, one man out, one man in. Here comes Clapton to the box for a high stick. So special teams playing a big part here in this game. Another power play for the Gulls. Carabia finds it and flips it all the way in on Harris. Bose up the left side. Winkler back to Bose, trying to get it back to Winkler. Has it poked free in the corner. Again, another scrum in the corner along the wall. Bose up top to the point. Simons has it knocked free. Budasov trying to streak to get to it. Angle of the boards. Budasov able to keep it onside. Flip it into the slot. Here comes Kidney with a shot. He scores! Kidney short-handed, and the Seahawks lead 3-0.
I'll tell you what, Kidney and Budasov have some great connection. But this play starts with the hustle of Budasov. He blocks a shot. Almost anyone would just relax and let Endicott take control, but Budasov decides to chase the puck. He wins it, which was against his odds. And then he finds Kidney for a perfect pass, and Kidney goes five-hole on the freshman goalkeeper, and it's 3-0 Salve Regina. All goals have come off of special teams today.
First goal of Matt Kidney's career. And another shorthanded goal for the Seahawks. Kusarovi's one-timer goes wide. Horwitz back to Kusarovi. Snaps it towards the goal looking for a tip, and it's right into the gut of Wotala.
Yeah, Carballo has been right in front of Wutala camping out all day long, but Wutala has yet to be affected by it. As there's a lot of snow in front of Wutala. There's been a lot of traffic all day long. And keep in mind, there's still a minute left on the Clapton Minor. So the Gulls still can work something out here on the power play.
Dillon off the face-off win for Salve. Trying to snap it up the ice, and here comes Brent Hill shorthanded. His wrister save by Harris. Hill takes it away in the corner. Centers it for McLean with a shot, and it's saved by Harris. McLean spinning 1-on-2 in the corner, softly rolls it for Harris. Seahawks generating some incredible offense here, shorthanded. McLean takes it away left side. Moves it up top to Dillon, who will just backtrack into center ice. And now we'll chip it off the glass, back into the goal zone. Not deep, though. Taken by Simons. Knocked away at the blue line, sent back to the Seahawks zone, and Dillon this time saucers it on a bounce all the way in on Harris. With 10 seconds to go on the power play. And what a game changer that is. The Gulls go on a power play, trying to make it a one-goal game, and the Seahawks are able to get a shorthanded goal and make it a 3-0 advantage. Back to even strength, but a whistle coming here, and I think maybe just the net off its moorings.
Well, after that penalty kill, you cannot say enough about the Seahawks penalty killers today. They fought off 7 penalties, killed them all, and they also added a goal to that total. Very impressive. You got to tip your caps to them this afternoon.
Caricato and Budasov will draw. And it's controlled by the Seahawks. Back to Sear. Finds Carabia. Kidney tips it in deep. We have a checking call coming here. And who will this be against?
Sounds like it's going to be Luke Rogers going to the box for Endicott. A cross check, so
a penalty late in the second period.
This is unbelievable. It's all over the place with the penalties. So 28 seconds remaining in the period, and then the Seahawks will get roughly 30 seconds of clean power play ice to open up the third period.
Face off, controlled by the Seahawks, but they can't keep it alive at the blue line. Sear had it run away from him. Now Sear at center. Will snap it around the glass. Harris stops it behind the net. And now kind of caught in no man's land, gives it away. Up top to the point, Sear walking in, right side, Dillon on timer, and that one was deflected off of Doherty, and it shattered his stick. Gulls have a man without a stick. Sear towards the net, and that's blocked. One-timer deflects wide at the buzzer.
Saved by the bell there by the Gulls. They were scrambling down a man and down a man with a stick. So they get bailed out there as the Seahawks certainly were adding pressure passing around the zone. But keep in mind, the Seahawks cannot get comfortable. They were in this spot last night with a 3-0 lead, and Endicott came back to within a goal. So there is no such thing as enough goals.
We will take a break as we have reached intermission. Seahawks leading 3-0, 2 periods in the books. One more up and coming. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action here from the Abbey. Seahawks leading 3-0. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Abbey. Start of the third period here between Salve Regina and Endicott College. Commonwealth Coast Conference action. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ryan Costa bringing you the call. And we are underway here in the third. 1:27 left of power play time for the Seahawks and a clean sheet with which to work. Trying to extend their lead. Here comes Dillon across to Ruzioni. He'll quickly flip it into the zone. Behind the net, Doherty will try and keep it away from McLean. Finds Ruzioni, shuffles it on the backhand up to the point. Dillon swung across to Sear. Sear now straight away up top to McLean. Across to Dillon left side at the circle with a shot and a save made by Harris.
We're going to 4-on-4 here. For 57 seconds at least.
And a hooking call. I think it's going to be, they're sending a Ruzioni, it seems. Nope, who are they sending to the box? We got everybody skating away from the box. Oh, no, it's going to be Schmidt. Everybody was heading back to the bench. Somebody's going to go in.
You know, at the rate we're going, somebody is going to end up at the box, so.
17th penalty called here tonight. So there goes the power play for the Seahawks. 56 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the Gulls will get a chance on the power play to try and cut into this Seahawks lead. Besinger left side sends it behind Heidkamp. And the Gulls will have to work out of their own zone. Bump Lisk tied up with Brent Hill. Now Hill comes away with it, centers it for Budasov, and he scores!
Well, here it is, the Seahawks special teams back at it once again. It's Hill on the forecheck. He opens up the opportunity. It's a 2-on-0 in front of the freshman goaltender Harris, and he sauces it over to Budasov. Budasov puts it in the top left-hand corner for a 4-0 Seahawk lead here in the third period. So we'll get 32 seconds of 4-on-4. And then the Gulls will once again try out the power play.
And just the last two times the Gulls have been on the power play or had power play chances coming, it was 2-0. They gave up a shorthanded goal to make it 3-0. And now here comes a 3-on-2 for the Seahawks if they hurry. 4-on-4. Wrist shot, right side, save Harris. Rebound loose in the slot and grabbed by the Gulls. Horwitz over the line right side. And out of the box. And we're a power play time here for 57 seconds for the Gulls. But now a 4-0 deficit. Besinger trying to duck the shoulder left side, and that little extra step to the outside will cause an offside.
Well, that last Budasov goal is going to give him 4 goals on the weekend. And one way or another, he knows how to get the puck in the back of the net versus Endicott. Looks like it's going to be offsides again. So they will redo the draw, and Endicott now has 40 seconds of power play time as we are on 5-on-4.
Simons has to backtrack for the puck. Now sprints up the ice over the blue line. Shuffles it to the point. That one was nearly picked off by Hill. Kept alive by Besinger. Straight away up top, Simons. Walks it to his right. Back to Besinger, straight away up top. Will change places. Fakes the pass to the left side for a one-timer, and they score. My goodness, what a rocket from Winkler. And finally, the Gulls get on the board.
Well, the Gulls have been trying to go through Besinger all game long. He takes it up from the blue line, works it all the way around for a nice one-time opportunity, and the Gulls are on the board. They are now down 4-1, 17:43 left in the third period, and that opens up the door once again for the Gulls.
So we're right back where we started to start this period. It's a 3-goal deficit. McLean off the draw, trying to fire it forward. And Schmidbauer was tangled up with Doherty, so the Seahawks are offside.
Seahawks seeking their first home win of the season after the loss to UNE, the tie to Curry. So they're trying to go 1-1-1 at the Abbey this season with a win today.
And trying to win their third straight. And sweep an opponent for the first time this year in conference play. That one sails wide. Horwitz softly plays it into the corner. Lloyd Hayes trying to move it behind the net to Caricato. Tied up with Schmidbauer, who comes free with the puck and skates it forward. McLean now flips it on the backhand in deep off the end glass. McLean right side keeps it alive, swings it towards the net. Aruzioni behind the net, swats it forward with the hand as it hopped away from him. And his point pass is deflected. Dillon will chase it back all the way into the Seahawks zone. 16:52 to go in the third. Seahawks lead is 3, 4-1. Puck given away at the blue line, now flipped end over end out to center. Glove down by Heidkamp. Run into by Patry. Here's Carangelo right side. His wrist shot goes wide. Kyle Moore collects the rebound out high. Looks to flip it on the backhand in deep, and that's knocked away by the Gulls. And here comes Simons onside, right wing side. Simon puts on the brakes, moves it up to Heidkamp at the point, has to settle it down. Takes it wide left side, plays it into the corner, snap towards the goal, and then paddled away. Right side, Simons had a chance at an open net. Carangelo now, stick handling his way down the left side. In behind the net, Carangelo looking to spin back to the outside, angled to the wall, knocked down, lost the puck, and sent back out to center. It careens off the glass down the ice, and this will be icing against Endicott.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're Salve, you want things to stay 5-on-5. There has not been one goal that has been scored 5-on-5 today. Nick Sear, power play goal. Clapton with the power play goal. Kidney scored shorthanded. Budasov had even strength, but it was 4-on-4. And then finally for Endicott, James Winkler on the power play.
Puck nearly turned over by the Gulls in their own zone. Deflected out to center. Given back to Frankie Sullivan. Now Herka for Salve Regina. Lippa near side. Able to get around Biesinger and play it into the corner. Hill chops it to the right wing corner. Clapton angled off the puck. It comes free for Kalinowski. In the middle now for Winkler. Sprinting down the middle. Left side, Kalinowski with a wrist shot that goes wide. Off the end glass, trying to be hopped back out in front by the Gulls. Horwitz keeps it alive at the left point. Sends it to the near side boards. Turning into the corner now, Nick Nonis throws it towards the cage. It goes off the pipe. Net stays on its moorings. Wotala checks to make sure. Kusarovi at center. Fakes the pass, now accelerates right side with a wrist shot and a glove save made by Wotala. Stops the clock with 14:57 to go in the third.
Now bring a face-off to Wotala's left. It'll be Budasov and Bose.
Puck centered, but no one home for the Gulls. Hustling over is Lisk to keep it alive. Point pass for Doherty off the mark, and he has to regroup back to his own zone. Banks it off the near side boards. Now Bose sends it into the corner. Rolling in behind the net. Miranda moves it around. Up the near side, Kidney can't muscle it out to center. Giving away to the Gulls. Kusarovi down low with a short side shot, and it's deflected out of play.
It was a low percentage shot there by Kusarovi, but he did have a little bit of an opening. And at this point, if you're the Gulls, if you have any opening on a shot, you got to take it as time is ticking down. There's still plenty of time to score, but if it's going to happen, you got to start now with 14:29 remaining.
Tie up on the draw, puck loose behind the net. Wotala peeking back there to see where it is. Schmidbauer trying to poke it up the boards. Sear tied up in the corner. Schmidbauer finds it, chips it forward to McLean. Aruzioni trying to get it back to McLean off the boards. Wide of him, Lisk gathers it, sends it back out to center. Seahawks have to get back on side. Meanwhile, here comes Simons, angling his way straight away up top and pushed away by Sear. Kept alive down low, sent towards the net, and Wotala grabs that one on a hop. That one went off a skate.
And Simons just carried it into the attacking zone. He wasn't really presented with a lot of options. There's a ricochet and then a shot on net and a dangerous tip right in front of Blake Wutala, but he's just positioned so well in the butterfly position that he keeps the puck in front of him.
Kevin Clare moves it forward. Sennett can't get to it. Sennett finds the puck now. Both Clare and Biesinger thought it had been sent deep into the zone. They're both turned looking around, wondering where the puck was. Now Sullivan waiting behind Wotala. Out to Kevin Clare. Budasov had it pushed away from him. Sullivan gathers, sends it in deep once again. Heidkamp pressured by Budasov. Up the near side board, Sennett and Budasov colliding in the corner, trying to rip it away, and Budasov comes free with it. Stutters in the corner. And the Gulls will skate it out. Biesinger now accelerating left side. Gains the line, puts on the brakes, gets spilled out, and a tripping call coming. And the Seahawks are not going to like this one.
Yeah, Kidney's got to be careful on that one. You have plenty of guys back. It's kind of an unnecessary penalty to be taking at this stage of the game. Knowing the situation, you don't want to give them up a free power play. That's what they're going to do here.
And they call it a slash on Kidney. So he goes to the box. Schmidbauer, Hill, Renda, and Dillon, the four out there on the kill for Salve. Face-off won by the Gulls. Up top, Horwitz. Hands off to Kusarovic. Quick wrist shot, save Wotala. Just trying to lull the Seahawks to sleep there. And the puck finds its way back out to center. And now we have a hooking call.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. How many penalties are we going to get today? What's the over-under? I mean, almost every other whistle, somebody's going to the box. This time, it's going to be a goal. It's going to be Joseph Slovak by the looks of things.
Short-lived power play for Endicott. With 12:49 to go, that is such a costly penalty. You try and claw your way back into this game. So we'll skate 4-on-4 again. And the benches in the boxes have been kept warm.
That's for sure. 30 total penalty minutes thus far today, and I doubt that's going to be it.
Up the near side, Cora Horwitz accelerating with speed. Follows it up right side, fakes the drive. Will skate around on the near side corner, lose the puck. And Schmidbauer will dig and gain the line right side. Schmidbauer puts on the brakes. Spinning in the corner, shielding away the smaller Doherty. Schmidbauer alone in the corner. Turns and spins and fires. His shot is blocked. Budasov in behind the net. To the left wing corner, Doherty rips it free, backhands it up, and here comes Kusarovi. 2-on-2 break for the Gulls. Kusarovi waiting, snapping it towards the net, and it's wide. And the rebound ricochets all the way back to the Endicott zone.
Endicott's really turning up the intensity on this 4-on-4.
Budasov with a shot, and does it go in? It does not. That one looked like it was in. That one appeared to my eyes to go off the inside of the pipe and come back out. The Seahawks bench is flabbergasted.
Well, it's tough to tell, too, if the original shot didn't go in. Certainly the shot by Sennett would have gone in, the backhanded effort, but Gamelgard knocks the net off his moorings.
Let's see if we can get a look quickly here at the replay. We see the shot, and it hits the pipe and comes back out. Difficult to tell if that hit the inside of the net or not. I didn't hear iron, but obviously there's so much stick handling and chopping and banging around on the boards and so much noise. That shot got through Harris.
Certainly a mad scramble, but Gamelgard was back for the goals, trying to play goalie for Harris, who was down. He didn't know where the puck was, and Gamelgard ends up knocking the net off its moorings and relieving the pressure for the goals.
Offensive zone draw here for Endicott. Lumen jumps in the middle, wins it, and then snaps it behind Wotala through the paint and out the other side. Another save made by Wotala. The rebound collected on the near side, sent back out to center. Gulls control it. Gamelgard, left side, one-timer. is knocked aside. Lumen knocked down on the ice by Lippa. Lippa out to center, outlets Carabia. Down the middle, his one-timer, heat-seeking missile, hits the end glass and comes to the near side boards. And Gamelgard will just wait behind the net. And Seahawks with a very brief power play now. But everybody, I think, still some confusion in the midst of a change here. Seahawks are trying to get Schmidbauer out, and this will be icing against the Gulls. I think everybody was confused there. There's been so many penalties. I think the teams themselves at this point can't keep track of whether or not it's 4-on-4 or 5-on-4.
Yeah,
that time the Seahawks had at least 13 seconds of a power play. They were just standing around watching the puck with 4 men out there.
Hey, you know what? I think both teams are all right to take that 20 seconds because I'll tell you what, they're probably having their hands on their knees out there. This amount of special teams, both teams are going to be tired, especially after last night. How physical last night's game was. Both guys on both sides must be out of gas. The officials are having a talk. Are they going to send another person to the box?
I think the debate may be to put somebody back in that icing occurred with some time left on the power play. And they're going to say that the penalty expired before the icing. Off the draw, shot is deflected out of play. Ruzioni that time has it go wide.
Yeah, Ruzioni has been doing some work right out of the face-off dot, just trying to set up quick shots. Earlier in the second period, he had a spin move trying to hit McLean in the slot, but it just didn't connect. And on that play, he just takes a shot right off the face-off.
Biesinger gets tossed from the draw. Kalinowski will take it against Schmidbauer. One into the corner. Around the boards, given away to Herker for Salve at center ice. And sent back to the goal zone. Bump Lisk up the near side, steered into the zone by James Winkler, and this will be icing once again.
Well, I'll tell you what, the officials have been so busy today between all the penalties and just tossing people out of the face-offs. But you know what, you got to give them credit as well for keeping this game somewhat civil. It could have easily gotten out of hand much earlier, but they're on top of this one, and they're not letting anything go today.
Well, one thing all the penalties has done, here's Dillon with a drive that goes wide, rebound off to the side of the cage, poked behind the net. Seahawks still in control of it. Carangelo up to the point. Dillon again saved by Harris. Rebound loose in the corner. 4-person scrum deep in the left wing corner for the puck. And Patry able to rip it free. Spins up the near side board, trying to muscle his way towards the net. His shot is saved by Harris. Gets his own rebound back, though. Up top to the point, Renda waiting, shooting, and it's tipped wide by Carangelo. And then flipped right into our booth. That is the second time now in as many games that we have had a puck wind up with us.
Yeah, we got to look around for some targets up here or something. I mean, luckily that was nice and gentle.
That was
last week.
Much different than the redirect at center ice that came our way.
Yeah, that was a nice friendly flip, but man, I mean, we've been working here all last season, hasn't happened in back-to-back games. We've had a
puck played into the
here.
slot, and the Gulls looking to clear it, and they'll have a chance to do so. That's the third time now in 5 years I've had that happen. Now onside, left side, Carabello looking to move it towards and across for Horwitz, who fans on the one-timer. Puck loose behind the net. Clapton trying to get it to Sear, kept alive by the Gulls. Left side for a shot, save Wotala, rebound in the high slot, gathered by Horwitz at the blue line now. Sends it into the corner behind the net, grabbed by Carballo. And we have a delayed penalty coming here against the Seahawks. Horwitz fakes the shot, right side of the circle. It's saved by Wotala. Finally touched up by Clapton, and another penalty upcoming.
Andrew, you're starting to sound like a broken record here. I mean, this is just unbelievable. They've already served over half the game has been somewhat special teams now, as that'll be the 34th penalty in minutes for both teams combined.
What this has done is it's slowed the game down. We're almost at 2 hours into this game, and there's still 9 minutes left in the third period. And now Renda gets ridden into the boards, and this will be a penalty.
I thought, looking at the box score from last night, that there was a ton of penalties, but I'll tell you what, by the end of tonight, we might be pushing an NCAA record.
Well, and the thing is, you know, the power play, your power play percentages are going to look way off. I mean, this is going to go down as a lost power play for the Gulls. It only lasted 4 seconds.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's what all these penalties has done, is it's really going to hurt the percentages. You don't even get a full opportunity.
Well, we were saying a couple weeks ago that Salve really needs to work on the special teams. They got plenty of practice in today, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
But from the way they've played today, that work is not necessary anymore. They've really cleaned it up on the special teams, and thank goodness they did, because it would have been a long day to be a Seahawk if they did not do that. 4-1 your score, 8:51 remaining in the third period. And 147 of 4-on-4, unless we get another penalty, which is definitely not
out of the question.
No, it is not.
Well, we have yet to. That's the one thing we haven't had today, Ryan, is a good 3-on-3 action.
I was just thinking that, you know, it's pretty rare.
Here comes Ruzioni off the steal, trying to work around a man. And now gets it to McLean, left side, behind the net now. McLean will walk it out to the right wing corner. Up top to the point, sailed down by Renda. Cross to Dillon, back to Renda, quickly to McLean, spinning at the left face-off circle, backs it up along the near side wall, hands off to Ruzioni, shuffles it up top to Dillon, swung across to Renda. Lost it for a moment, McLean cleans it up and finds it across now to Dillon. Top of the circle left side, Dillon walking forward, shot dribbled towards the net and picked off by Biesinger. Here comes Kusarovi with speed left side. Kusarovi ducks the shoulder to the net, and his shot hops wide off the pad of Wotala. Lumen behind the net, trying to send one in front, and that goes wide. And ricochets all the way back out to center. Lumen again, over the line, down the middle. Looking to square up the net. Will duck the shoulder, take it wide on Carabia. There to knock it away behind the net. Along the near side boards, Trapea. Plays it in deep once again. Kusarovi battling with Carabia and Lumen there as well. Horwitz straight away up top. Watched by Schmidbauer. Shot blocked in front by Carabia. And now skated out by the Seahawks. Trying to quickly break up the ice. Here comes Carabia with speed. With a shot, he scores! Carabia on the break puts the Seahawks up 5-1.
Yeah, Carabia just goes coast to coast there. Not really challenged by anybody. He gets a clean shot on Harris, puts it over the glove sides and in the back of the net. The Seahawks take a commanding 5-1 lead. This time 4-on-4 even strength. And there's still 10 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. 7:15 remaining in the game.
As you said, Ryan, the Seahawks trying to earn their first victory at home. And well on their way now. They've reestablished a 4-goal lead. And they've iced the puck here with 7:03 to play.
Yeah, if you're the Seahawks, you got to be happy. This is a CCC rival, and really, they've only been in danger once all weekend long. That was last night for a brief moment. They've had control for most of this game, certainly do now. And now it's just a matter of staying out of the box and killing off some time.
Patry tied up along the near side boards, lost it. Claire has it for Salve. And hey, look at this, 5-on-5. Patry lost it in the skates trying to get it past Gamelgard. Give it back to Herka, up to Moore right side, onside, and his shot is saved by Harris.
It was great vision by Moore to Herka to even find Moore.
Carangelo trying to take it away behind the net. Gamelgard outlets Rogers. He'll skate it up the far side, trying to snap it in on the goal and deflects high and out of play. Budasov on the draw at neutral ice with Simons. And that was strange. There was almost like a pause in play there. Budasov and Simons were jawing with each other, and the official was standing right between them. Everybody else kind of stopped for at least a half beat, thinking that they were going to redraw. Renda now to Dillon up top. Dillon playing it towards the cage. That's blocked. Kidney couldn't get to it. Dillon trying to glove it down at the blue line. Taken away by the Gulls, but ripped right back by Budasov, who sends it in deep with the backhand.
Sennett looks through the neutral zone. It's picked up now by Kidney, but taken away by Nonis.
Kusarovi trying to swing it in deep, wrapped it around the boards, all the way out to the right side, and we have a whistle and a penalty.
Not a surprise at all. And I think this one is going to be against Kidney for the Seahawks. They'll head to the box for what appears to be a slash.
You've piqued my interest, Ryan. I want to try and look up what the record is for number of penalties in a game when we get a chance. And obviously, and the thing about this is, I mean, you can have penalties rack up after a fight or a scrum or something crazy happening, a line brawl, which I hope we don't see anything like that here tonight as time starts to wind down in this one. But these have just been individual penalties after individual penalties. Simons up top, right side to Bose. One-timer is blocked. And then the Seahawks send it down the ice. 4:32 to go. Seahawks leading 5-1. Bose trying to duck the shoulder on Claire. Into the middle for a shot, saved by Wotala. And the net is off its moorings.
Well, Bose came crashing into the net, but not before he had a great setup into the slot. But Wotala, great positioning. He's able to keep the puck in front of him. And the teams will change out with 1:14 on the man advantage. Face off, won by McLean. He flips it down the zone. Harris out of his net. Lipa giving chase.
Puck up the right side. Dillon chasing in against Joseph Slovak, who gets spilled out behind the cage. Carballo up to Horwitz. Horwitz now across to Kusarovi. We'll walk it up top, across to Horwitz, who's drive right into the glove of Wotala.
And we're still looking for the record here. We will do our best to try to get that to you before the conclusion of this game, as there's 3:47 remaining in the third, 35 seconds on the man advantage.
Well, here's your answer. Lebanon Valley vs. Wentworth Institute of Technology, February 6, 1999, 34 penalties.
I think we beat it.
In that game. I don't think we're there just yet. I don't think. We stopped counting. Up top, Horwitz. Snaps it towards the cage, and it's saved by Wotala. $20 penalties here tonight. This one sent in behind Wotala, knocked away. Herka levels a big hit on Rogers, drawing some oohs and ahs from the Seahawk bench with 2:42 to go in the third period, and the Seahawks leading 5-1.
promise, there was not nearly as many penalties in the first period, so maybe you just brought them with you from Middletown.
There were a lot of penalties in the women's end of the Salve Endicott weekend series. Seahawks and Gulls battled to a 1-1 tie in that game. Seahawks penalty kill was phenomenal in that game, as it has been here tonight. Here's Aruzioni looking for a cherry on top. Point blank shot by Schmidbauer is deflected wide. Rink wide pass, looking for Carballo, and knifed away from him by Dillon with 99 seconds to go in the third period. Seahawks in command, leading 5-1. Trying to earn their first victory at home this year and their first sweep against a conference opponent. Renda down the middle will send it into the corner, and then will give a little shove on his way to Mario Trapea. Puck behind the net of Wotala. Dillon will come to get it as we approach the final minute here. And the Seahawks are offside here. So that penalty record, 34, is the most for a single team. The most combined penalties, Wisconsin, Stevens Point, and Bemidji State, 70 combined penalties. Woof. What a game that would have been. I bet you there was some 3-on-3 action in a game like that.
That's for sure. The bench is probably cleared.
That's one of those you see comically, you see more guys in the penalty box than you do on the bench.
That's always a sight to see.
Well, there was a party in the boxes here tonight as well. Not nearly a record-breaking penalty performance, but 30 seconds to go. Seahawks leading 5-1. Bose circling back through center. Will gain the line left side. Trying to toe drag through the crowd, and he gets a shot in on Wotala. The rebound picked off by the Seahawks. Sear make that clear, trying to move it up. And it's fired in deep by the Gulls, but the final seconds are going to tick off the clock. And the Seahawks are going to sweep the Gulls here this weekend. They hold serve up in Beverly, where they have been unbeaten. And they hold serve here tonight at home to get their first win in the Abbey this season. What a game.
It was a hard-fought game by both teams. That's just a feel-good win if you're the Seahawks. You come into this one pretty banged up from last night, and certainly they are gassed after all the penalties and just the high intensity in this game. But it's a good feeling to finally close out the first 6 games of CCC play with a sweep of Endicott, as now they get a little bit of a break from CCC play. But really, the one thing to focus on through the first 6 games was just the change in penalty killers, because it was really something to watch last week and this week compared to the UNE game. Penalty killers really came in big today, and of course special teams overall. I think there might have been one even strength goal, and that was a 4-on-4. So that's something that is very impressive by the Seahawk team, and certainly looking forward to seeing in the future.
A great show of sportsmanship here between these two teams. Battled hard in both games, and the teams exchanging handshakes. And they will not see each other again unless they wind up meeting in the postseason, which is not out of the realm of possibility. For Salve, they improved to 4-1-1. That equals their conference record as well at 4-1-1. For the Gulls, they drop 2 straight. They fall to 3-3-1 on the season, 3-3-0 in the CCC. I'd like to thank you all for joining and listening with us here this afternoon. Hope you enjoyed it. For Ryan Costa, I am Andrew Pizzelli. Special thanks as well to Logan Marsh and our stats department. Have a good weekend, everybody.